to Lincoln, Nebraska, and it plays some of the games immortals have called home. Johnny the Jet, Frazier. Quarterback stands alone, all wide receivers. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Receiver looks it in, it's complete. It has been a season to forget, and honesty compels us to say changes are probably coming.
I'm not sure, but I think Reese Davis just fired a coach. Is that what I heard? I'm pretty sure that's what just happened. Listen, hasn't gone well. You've heard the outside noise, continuing to get louder and louder, haven't met expectations. And this is the business we live in college sports, when you get paid a lot of money to do a job and you don't perform.
Listen, at the end of the day in college football, it's results-oriented. They have lost football games this year, and so all signs right now pointing to them potentially making that change before next season. If they're going to stay competitive and they're going to field the best team and program possible heading into next year, then it looks as though a change is inevitable here.
After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Caught near the sidelines, he'll pick up a few before going out of bounds. We anticipate this one being much tighter than the last time these two met when it was a blowout, David.
And here's the thing. You got an opportunity right now. You got the football early in this game to show you. This is going to be more of the same, Paul.
Well, we talked to both coaching staffs and players, and they're all very aware of what happened the last time these two teams played. So expect everybody's A game today. Reese, you're right. We expect this one to be a lot tighter.
The ball hits at the 5, and it'll go into the end zone for a touchback. The Hawkeyes offense will go to work. They'll christen this drive from the 28-yard line. He'll come out throwing on first down, using the quick game.
And frankly, if that's a completion, it's not going to make the end-of-season highlight reel, but in this game, it could lead to a highlight reel type play. The offensive coordinator may be setting something big up for later in the game.
They'll line up for a second down play, trying to get to him. Quarterback tried to scramble around for a while, but the defense able to bring him down. They've made third down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. Stayed behind his pads, kept finding the space. He got 9 on the play. It'll be 4th and 2. The Huskers send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. They'll get him corralled and down. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. You get field position like this, and you're not likely to punt the way they did the last time they had the ball.
Yeah, great job by the defense, setting them up in an opportunity to get some points on the board quickly.
This is an opportunity you've got to capitalize on this field position. You must come away with points here if you're on offense.
The Cornhuskers have taken it inside the 20. Quarterback adapting. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal.
When you have scrambling quarterbacks, you got to have a spot. You got to have somebody in the middle of the field. Everybody's playing coverage, but that guy's job is to focus on the quarterback and make sure he doesn't scramble and make big plays like this with his feet.
And he takes it in for the score. First down for this offense. They'll leave it with him. What a good run there. He has enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Back to pass, it's Raiola. Pressure coming. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And you get more and more hits on the QB like this right there, more and more making him scramble out of the pocket to the right. That's winning. He's going to start to see ghosts. He'll start to panic. they'll start to speed up that process. Or nice job by the defense making that quarterback feel very, very uncomfortable.
And the Huskers have it with a 1st and 10. Hands it off. Just slithered through the tackle, and he's got room to run. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. They'll give it to the back. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds. Looking to pick up a 1st down on 3rd and short from the 43. Looking to throw for it. Dances away. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a 1st down on the play. 6th play of the drive coming up. Here's the handoff. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get 1st downs, and ultimately get some points.
A strike downfield. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. It's 1st down from the 11. Looking to move it through the air. Flips it out to the back. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain.
Man, this guy's going to need some water when he gets to the sidelines. They've been putting him to work on this drive, right? We've seen him toting the rock with success. Now you're seeing him get involved in the passing game, too. They are highlighting his versatility here on this drive.
3rd and long, and they'll need to get it close to the goal line to convert. He's moving out of the pocket. And the defense gets to him, but not before he reaches the 2.
And I think this is important for this defense. This will be a big key in the football game. Like, I got to limit the damage from that guy because that's a QB that's dynamic, and he can make so many big plays. I got to string him out. I got to make him get to the sideline. But I will say this. I do want to hit him at the end of the runs. I don't want to let him out of bounds and let him get free carries. I want it to be physical.
Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. Line of scrimmage is the 2, and they can pick up the 1st down here, but going for the touchdown here on 4th and short. Touchdown, Cornhuskers! What a grab and go for the score. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up. Oh, he wants it all. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but 2nd down coming. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They go to the ground. Gets it across the 10 to pick up a 5 and out of trouble to the 12.
Listen, defense is about energy. It's about passion. It's about physicality. They need a little bit more of that. Get the guy in the ground. You can't let guys break tackles. What could have been set up in a long yardage situation, now it becomes an easier situation because you couldn't get him on the ground.
Setting up the screen. And they knocked him down, but he got past the line to gain.
Just beautiful, and that's a great feeling as a quarterback when you make that throw. It keeps your offense on the field, keeps the offense in rhythm. Obviously not as good as throwing the touchdown pass.
And that pass picked off. No good place for a turnover, but this one is particularly bad, and they've got it at the 20-yard line.
Tell you what, when you come out of your own end zone, you know, in the shadow of your own end zone, a lot of bad things can happen. You want to kind of get a few 1st downs, get some space, so if you punt after that point, you can pin them a little bit deep. This is the exact opposite of what happened. Now you set them up in beautiful scoring field position already. Really bad.
And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David is sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
do no harm, but also momentum is hard to create and sometimes hard to stop. You have it, so Jesse, don't do anything stupid to create some momentum for the other side.
I think a lot of this comes down to your quarterback and whether or not he's making good decisions in this game. If yes, be aggressive. If not, let's just take the lead into halftime and get ready for the second half.
All right, defense, it ain't working. Right? They're stringing together several first downs here. We're going to need to change this up, find something we can disrupt the quarterback and mess up this offense a little bit.
And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Finds his tight end. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks.
Well, they pick up the first against zone coverage. I think a big part of this for young quarterbacks out there is if you're going to be throwing into zone coverage, you got to throw on time. You can't stare.
And he breaks into the open. Touchdown, Nebraska! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. Boy, did he just scorch that defense for that score.
He shows you all of it, Reeves. He's got the speed, he's got the agility. This dude's a big-time playmaker. You just give him the ball, he'll find different ways to kill you on different plays.
The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse?
That's why recruiting is so important. They've got weapons at every skill position on the field. Any of these guys is dangerous if they touch the football. Let's see what they do on this drive, David.
And so, Palmer, I got to take away something. I can't let them have everything and have success. I got to be aggressive against the run or play for the pass. I can't give them everything.
Slide. Oh, he's going backwards, in trouble, and down he goes. A tremendous loss. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. To the ground with the back. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. The Huskers will try to pin them back with the punt. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. He gets a block. He'll get it up to about the 44. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. After punting the last time they had it, they ought to be set up for a much better result with this drive.
This offense better be licking their chops. You're not going to start with better field possession than this all game did.
You ain't lying. Forget about the last possession and what we did. You're already in scoring position. Take care of that football. Make sure you get some points.
He caught it! Into the end zone! Touchdown, Huskers! A quick... 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. The give to the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And sometimes for the defense, it just takes one play, right, to create some momentum. Obviously, this guy's been eating him up. He's got over 100 yards rushing on the day. But finally, David, they get something positive here in the run game defensively.
But you kind of know that coming in. He's going to get his. Such a great back, and he's had a great day. Need to put more plays together like that right there.
They're bringing heat. And he can't escape, and down he goes. The Cornhuskers will line up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Makes a move. Coverage team gets the job. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
And it definitely makes a little bit of a difference. Knowing I'm up by more than a field goal, obviously, Jesse, my mindset switches, and I know I can't make mistakes.
Yeah, and David, I don't think they have to reinvent the wheel on offense here. What they've been calling has been working. Just get back to doing what you're good at.
Running back searching for a hole. Just enough there to get it to the 25, a pickup of 2. They come to the line, facing 3rd and long from the 25. Off play action. Moving away from pressure. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. And the Huskers will call on their punt team. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Makes the catch at the 30. Coverage team gets the job. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. Here's the give off the left side. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. The clock stops as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the game after picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Dropping back, it's Raiola. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
3rd and long, defense knows the pass is coming, so they're going to have guys with their eyes on the QB, but they're going to try to get to him with pressure, pinning their ears back. If you're on offense, you might be thinking blitz here. You better get rid of this one quick.
3rd down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. He makes the connection. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Going for it on 4th down late in a tie game. This is a huge play. He's got it, and they convert. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense, not exactly the perfect 4th down call there. No hesitation, no trying to baby the ball in there. He just fired it complete.
4th down, no problem. I'm just going to rip this to my wide receiver. He believed in himself. He knew he could get it, and they get the 4th down conversion.
Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. The Huskers are threatening in the red zone. The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. Give to the running back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Already well within field goal range. Wonder how aggressive they'll be on 3rd and long from the 22. Coming after him. With the catch, it's Landry. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening 1st and goal from the 9. Calls the timeout, and that's their last one of the half. Guys, this is the kind of finish we hoped for. Tie game. Offense with a chance to grab the lead in the waning moments. Lowers those pads. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
It's all tied up. This offensive line, they want the pressure. They want everything to go through them here. They're saying, look, let's just run the ball. Let's get this thing down closer and closer to the goal line. Let's bleed some clock and put ourselves into position to win.
Picked up some of what they needed on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 5. They'll keep it on the ground, right up the gut, looking for 6. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. They get the timeout, and the clock reads 3 seconds. They'll play it safe and send out the field goal unit. And it all comes down to this. Make or miss, win or lose. Just drives it between the uprights. That was fun, and it was big time, and it is a confidence builder to come through waning moments and win a game like that.
Confidence builder, dream maker, right? Those are the things you dreamed about in the backyard, drawing it up with the clock running down. You're going to make the play to win. Your offense is going to come through in the clutch. Jesse, that's exactly what they did.
No doubt about it, David. That's a tough situation to be in. There's so much pressure on these individual